Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you guys what you need to pack for college. I'm going to be a sophomore this year, and I feel like going into my freshman year I really didn't know what I needed to pack, and I was constantly watching videos like this. And after watching those videos and going through my first year of college, I feel like I'm qualified to tell you like what you should pack. So everything that I go over is stuff that you will probably need, or just things that would be nice to have. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I kind of categorized everything, and the first category is stuff for like the dorm itself. So obviously you need bedding, sheets, pillowcase, a comforter, and then I also recommend that you get sheet suspenders. The bed sheets that I had actually had like built-in sheet suspenders. I don't even know if suspenders is the right word, but I call them suspenders. But the suspenders basically just keep the sheets from like coming off your bed, because it can get really annoying when like the corner of your bed like just gets undone and you have to put it back on. So bed sheet suspenders, or just buy bed sheets that have built-in suspenders. Next we have pillows, which is obvious, but I want to make it a point to tell you guys to invest in good pillows, because I bought the cheapest pillows I could find. I went to Target and they had like $3 pillows, and I got those, and within like a month they were so flat and they were not comfortable, and I ended up going back to Target and I bought some more $3 pillows, and a month later those were flat too. So I just had a bunch of flat pillows. So I wish I just invested in nicer pillows from the beginning rather than buying a bunch of cheap pillows, because in the moment you're not really thinking about it, but pillows are important. So buy good pillows that won't easily get flattened. A foam mattress topper, it's a must-have. Like, I don't know how people sleep without one. I guess like if you're into a firm bed, then maybe you wouldn't need a mattress topper, but the thing is, the mattresses that the dorms give you are very uncomfortable. So definitely get a foam mattress topper if you want a comfy mattress. I had a 4-inch one and it was so good. I swear it was better than my bed at home, which I love my bed at home, but I swear the sleeps that I got in my dorm were just so good because of my mattress topper. Bed risers, I don't think these are a must, but they are nice to have, especially if you have a lot of stuff. I had them and they were good, but this semester I don't plan on bringing them back. But if you're someone who has a lot of stuff, then I definitely recommend. If you don't know if you need them, wait. And if you end up needing more space in your room for storage, then I would recommend buying them. An extra blanket, I don't think you should bring a lot of blankets. I think you should really just bring like one extra blanket besides your comforter, because why not? A fan, I think this is important. I did not have a fan my first year, but I wish I did, because it got so hot in my room, and I lived in a triple, so it got really hot. But definitely bring a fan. I don't think it's like a necessity, but like it's just really nice to have, especially if you do run hot. Slippers for when you are in the dorm. A full-length mirror, not a must, but again, nice to have. Cozy lights, so this can be anything from fairy lights to LED lights to like a sunset lamp. I think you need some sort of lighting in your room that can make the dorm feel more cozy, because the dorm is not going to be very cozy, especially with that overhead lighting. The overhead lighting is going to be disgusting, so get some cute lights. Okay, an air purifier. I did not have one of these, but I feel like a lot of people say that you should get one because it will get stuffy in the room, which my room definitely did get stuffy, but like I just didn't want to buy an air purifier, and neither did my roommates, so we did not buy one. But I've heard good things about them, so maybe you'd want to invest in that. Some sort of vanity desk mirror, you will need one of these. This is a necessity. Even if you don't do your makeup, like I feel like it's just good to have, because you're going to be sharing a bathroom with 1, 2, 3 other people. I don't know, so you're not going to always be able to use the bathroom mirror whenever you need to use it, so it's nice to have a mirror like this for when you can't use the bathroom mirror. A desk lamp, this is also going to be a must. I don't even know what these desk lamps are called. I'm going to put it on the screen, but you should get one like this. I have one like this, but it was like a graduation present, so I don't even know where it's from, but I know like they have them on Amazon. But mine did the trick. I loved it. I used it for studying. I used it for whenever I needed to do my makeup and the light was just horrible, and I also used it for like filming, and whenever I was filming at my desk and when the lighting was bad, I would just turn that lamp on and the lighting would be fine. So definitely invest in a lamp, and I definitely think these lamps are really good. Desk organizers, so you can get organizers for the top of your desk and then like organizers for inside the drawers. These aren't a necessity. I didn't have any of these, but depending on how much stuff you have, like you may want something like this. One of those power strips that you can plug all your cords into, because you may need one. Okay, next category I have is bathroom. Obviously you're gonna need towels. I had big towels for when I was like showering, and then I also made sure to get small towels for whenever I was washing my face. And also you're probably gonna need like hand towels for the bathroom, like for when people are washing their hands, unless you plan on using paper towels, but like that's kind of not cost effective. A rug for the bathroom, obviously for when you get out the shower. Now depending on how your dorm is, and if you have like a private bathroom, you're gonna need some sort of shower organizer. So for instance, my bathroom, it was for only me and my 2 other roommates, but there was absolutely no shelves in the shower, so we had to like buy some sort of shower organizer for inside the shower, and there are so many different options. At first we had like a corner shower caddy thingy, and I feel like that's the most popular thing I see people buying for their showers. But the one that we had, I don't know like if it was just broken or if we just set it up wrong. I think we set it up wrong, but it kept falling over. So literally every time someone took a shower, the thing would literally fall. So we got rid of that real quick, and we ended up buying one of these shower organizer thingies. I don't even know what they're called, but you're supposed to put it on the shower head. So we bought one of these, and it actually did not fit on our shower head. So then we decided to buy command hooks and put this thing onto the shower wall, and it worked. Yeah, that was my experience with that. But I feel like those corner ones are the most popular ones, but you need to set it up right or it's gonna fall on you. Next we have a shower caddy. Now I don't think this is like a necessity if you have a private bathroom, but if you're using a communal bathroom, then I would assume that it is essential so you can easily carry your stuff around. I've heard that you shouldn't get the plastic ones because those get moldy easily, so you should get like the fabric ones. I don't know, do your research. A plunger. You don't think you need a plunger until you need a plunger. Speaking from experience, I didn't think I needed a plunger until I needed a plunger, and then I needed to find a plunger in the middle of the night, which was actually kind of crazy. So to avoid some sort of situation like that, you might want to go ahead and buy a plunger. A toilet brush, is that what it's called? I don't know why, but I feel like there should be a better word for it. But a toilet brush, so you can clean the toilet. You're gonna have to clean the toilet. I know, crazy. Okay, a small trash can. I feel like most dorms have like regular size trash cans within the dorm, so you usually don't have to worry about that. But in the bathroom, they might not have a trash can in there, and it's actually important to have a trash can in the bathroom, so you might have to buy a small trash can. Hand soap. This is definitely going to be something that you will be buying a lot, actually. At least I hope so. If you're not rebuying hand soap multiple times, then that's actually kind of concerning. Air freshener. Obviously, it's bathroom. I feel like that's a good thing to have in there. A robe. I don't think this is essential unless you're in like a communal bathroom, but it is something that's cute and nice to have. And then shower shoes. Again, not essential unless you're doing a communal bathroom. Okay, the next category is the closet. Hangers. Obviously, you're gonna need hangers if you have hanging space. If you don't have hanging space, depending on how much room you have in your room, you might want to get some sort of clothing rack. Not a need, but like nice to have. A shoe organizer. I actually don't really think this is a necessity unless you have a lot of shoes, but I also don't think you should pack too many shoes. So I don't know. Depending on who you are, you might want one. A laundry bag. Emphasis on the word bag. Get a laundry bag because it's easier to carry your laundry down. I had a laundry basket, and every time I did my laundry, I had to carry this laundry basket, and I had to maneuver my way around people with it, and I'm just a girl. I don't like carrying stuff. So if you get a laundry bag, it's easier to carry, and there are laundry bags that are like laundry backpacks, and you can carry your laundry on your back like a backpack. And if I could redo one thing about my freshman year, I would buy one of those. And if for some reason you don't want to buy a bag, then you can get a laundry basket, but get a basket with wheels so you can like wheel it around. Next we have garment bags. I don't know if this is the actual name for them, but like that's what I call them. But like those bags that you put your garments in whenever you're washing your garments. This is good for like your socks, underwear, bras. Those things are easy to lose when you are washing them, so definitely put them all in a garment bag. And there's less room for like awkward encounters to happen if you have a garment bag. Because imagine you're doing your laundry and you don't have a garment bag and your underwear falls on the floor. To me, that's mortifying. So to avoid something like that happening, get these garment bags and then thank me later. Next we have wrinkle spray. This may be essential depending on who you are. Personally, it's not too essential to me because I'm not someone who has many wrinkled clothes. Like I'm someone who's good about keeping their clothes not wrinkled. But if you're someone who ends up having wrinkled shirts or whatever and you don't like having wrinkled shirts, then definitely get wrinkle spray. Stain remover. I kind of think this is a must. You just never know when you're gonna get a stain on something. Stain remover will come in handy. I like using, I think it's the OxiClean one. So yeah, definitely invest in stain remover, especially if you know you're someone who's prone to staining. Laundry detergent. I feel like you don't think about this until you get there, but you will need laundry detergent. And then obviously you'll need clothes. I don't want to talk too much about specific clothes you'll need, but I do want to just say like when you're packing your clothes, focus on bringing basics and then focus on bringing your favorite things. And then a few just in case items like heels, just in case you'll need them, or like a nicer dress, just in case you need that. But I feel like you should really just focus on packing everyday clothes for class. And I feel like bringing basics and then your favorites is a good place to start when you don't know what to pack. Okay, next category is like kitchen appliances, a mini fridge. Now, I don't think this is a necessity because personally, I didn't have a mini fridge and I was perfectly fine. Like I never needed it, but it is really nice to have. But if I needed a fridge, I knew people who had mini fridges and they would let me use their fridge. I guess if you're saving money, then don't buy a fridge because you'll be fine without it. But if you do have money to spend, then go ahead and buy one. A microwave microwave. Again, not a necessity. Also, some dorms come with microwaves. I would say if you have a kitchen and the kitchen doesn't come with a microwave, then in that case, I would buy a microwave, because if there's a kitchen, then the chances of me cooking are higher. And so the chances of me heating stuff up in the microwave are higher. But I didn't have a microwave and I never used a microwave. But again, if you're trying to save money, then I wouldn't buy a microwave. Your dorm probably has a microwave somewhere, or you will know someone with a microwave. A Brita water filter, definitely a need. I think it's good to have this so you're not constantly buying water bottles. I didn't have a Brita pitcher because they have pitchers. I had a Brita water bottle, so it's just a regular water bottle and it has a filter inside of it, and I absolutely loved it, and I would definitely recommend. But either way, you need some sort of Brita so you can have filtered water. A tea kettle so you can like heat up water. Depending on who you are, you might want one of these. Okay, next we have dishes and like silverware. If you don't have a kitchen or a microwave or a fridge, then you probably won't need these. And if you do have a kitchen, figure out if you want paper plates and dishes, or if you want like actual reusable dishes. I feel like in that case, I would use reusable dishes. Like I would just buy like 2 of everything just for myself. A water bottle for like whenever you're on the go. Ice cube trays. This is another thing that kind of just depends on your situation and who you are, but you may want ice cubes. Okay, the next little section I had, it's very short, but it's cleaning products. Glass cleaner, toilet cleaner, and then floor cleaner. Me and my roommates honestly mainly just used Fabuloso for like everything. Like we did have toilet cleaner and we did have glass cleaner, but if we were wiping down any surface or even just cleaning the floor, we would use Fabuloso, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't know. I wasn't the one buying the cleaning products, so I just used what was there. A Swiffer. I don't think this is necessarily a need, but definitely nice to have so you can easily clean the floor. And then a vacuum and or broom. I don't really think you need both, but you may want both. But also some dorms may already have vacuums that you can like use. So before you even buy a vacuum, see if your dorm has vacuums, and if they don't have vacuums, then maybe buy a vacuum, but definitely get a broom. Okay, next category is school supplies. There's not really a certain list of things you need for college when it comes to school supplies, but I feel like these are the school supplies you will need the most. A notebook, pencils and pens, a stapler or paper clips, highlighters, note cards, sticky notes, a planner depending on who you are, and then folders. Okay, wait, we're on our last category, which I just titled random because I didn't know where to put these things. Command hooks. I thought I did not need any command hooks. Turns out I needed a few. Tape, specifically painter's tape for whenever you're hanging stuff onto your wall. This is a tape that does not leave damage, so when you're decorating, this will be your best friend. Scissors, some sort of first aid kit, or like band-aids and like a few like of the general first aid things. An umbrella. Trust me, when the first rainy day hits, you're gonna wish you had an umbrella. And then the very last thing is one of those magnetic wallets that you can put on the back of your phone. This is definitely something that comes in handy when you don't want to carry around all your stuff, so you'll probably want to get one. Oh my gosh, guys, that's it. I feel like those are kind of the basic essentials. Obviously there's other stuff you're going to be bringing, but I feel like those are the things that people don't think about, or the things that people wonder whether or not they should bring. But everything on this list is definitely stuff that will come in handy. Hopefully I remember to do this, but I'll try to link my Amazon storefront in the description so you guys can see the specific things that I did buy for my first year of college. But yeah, I hope I helped. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I will be happy to answer. I hope this year of college goes great for you. I hope I helped you a little bit to prepare for it. But yeah, that's it. I hope the rest of your day is amazing, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can. I'm gonna see later.